going to try this again, take 2. I apologize for the first one. Just wasn't quite ready. Wasn't ready for my load. Anyway, I've reloaded and we're ready to go. Bobby, what's up? We're back. Would you believe me if I told you, Bobby, that the phone holder was tucked right in there underneath that windshield wiper blade on that Camaro right there, so I walked past it twice. All right, Bobby, here it is. I'm kind of playing off of what we were talking about earlier because since I had such a hodgepodge right there, once again, I apologize for the wind, everybody, as we go through. I kind of put us in this little corner right here, not even thinking that I was putting us in a wind tunnel. Anyway, Hunter, what's up? Bobby, thanks. Okay. Yeah, I lost that whole thing. Anyway, V8s. A couple of these cars, they don't make anymore. And we were talking about V8s. We were just talking about the big 3, the Camaro, the Mustang, and the Challenger. I guess we should talk about where we are. My name is The Hobley. I review cars, I look at cars. I'm not a car salesman. That is Ford of Murfreesboro behind me. We would like to give a little bit of props to Ford of Murfreesboro for letting us play with your cars. If you didn't let us play with your cars, my show would be very boring. So thank you very much to Ford of Murfreesboro and Big Steve. All right, so here's what we're doing. V8s. Last year, that's the S650. That's a dark horse Mustang. Obviously, there's an EcoBoost. There is a GT version. There's even a Mach-E version. You know, a full electric. Casey, that's not a Mustang. Well, I know. I agree, but it has a pony on the front of it, so we have to deal with what we got to deal with. So anyway, the V8, that was the worst selling Mustang of them all last year. Sorry, I'm trying to block the wind a little bit. I'm trying to. There is the Challenger. That's got a whole slew of V8s under the hood of that thing, or you can get a V6. They don't make anything in that anymore. That car went full electric. Are you picking up what I'm putting down right here? They're trying to take away V8s from us. How bad is that wind, y'all? How bad is that wind? Is it like it, y'all want me to just like, woo! Ain't no 4-cylinder. Yeah, baby! M3 competition. Oh, damn, I wonder if he'd bring it over here. Owen! Hang on just a second. Little detour in my plan. Hang on just a second. We'll go right back to those. They'll be sitting right there. Did I hear about the asteroid, Ruben? I did not. Can you leave it unlocked for us just so we can peep it in real quick? You were right in the middle of a live and, dude, I ain't about to walk away. This is my friend Owen. He is a salesperson here at Ford of Murfreesboro. This is his new ride. I will, can I lock it from the door handle? Okay, I got you, brother. This is his new ride. He had an M2. He got rid of the M2 and he's moved up. M3 competition, Isle of Man green, and according to the window sticker in there, that's the way you get that interior. All right. Yeah, Billy, this is nice. This is, it has, I can't remember how many miles it has on it. 7,800 miles. See why I call those Mustang has a version of, oh, there's another 4-cylinder turbo pulling up. Dusk is pulling up his Honda Accord. But anyway, this is my boy Owen's new car, and it's freaking awesome. And it is freaking fast, and yeah, it's got a carbon fiber roof and all that. All right. Thank you, Owen, for letting us play with your car. Let me close this door over here. Oh, I didn't even know it's got carbon fiber on its little spoiler. Anyway, can I lock it from here? No. Hey now, I guess it will do it itself. I'll come back and check on you. I'm not going far, but anyway, competition. All right, anyway, let's get back to the show. Sorry, a little sidetrack. Okay, so what we're doing this morning is somebody traded in a Challenger RT with a 6-speed manual. Somebody also traded in a Camaro. It's the first time since I've been coming here that I've had all 3 of them together at the same time. Now, the Camaro is a 4-cylinder. As we know, there's 3 different engines, or there were 3 different engines on the Camaro. Dusk is out here. So anyway, that's what we're doing, is we're just kind of looking at some 4-cylinder turbos. I'm just kind of, you know what this is? This is me running my damn sucker. That's it. Just hanging out with some car folk, chatting about cars. You know, he's on the phone, I hear it ringing. So anyway, we got 2 V8s and the rest of everything else is 4-cylinder turbo. Friday Night Fishing Club. Thank you for that. I hope you have a good day as well. Thank you. I get so many crappy comments. It's really cool when I get a good one. Anyway, it still looks good. He just ordered a lip. Hey, is there any way I can keep the wind down on this? I know this wind is just tearing them up on the phone. I know they're just here and just, why is it bitching? Why is it bitching? Oh, because you got the key. You can go ahead and turn it off. We're not even going to do anything like that. I just really want it out here because we're going to pop the hood and just look at the difference in 4-cylinder turbos or V8s. This is my friend Dusk. This is his 2018 Honda Accord Sport 2-liter turbo. All right. Oh, it's not a Sport. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's a Tory. And Grandpa Gold. He's the one that called it that. Anyway, so we got that. I brought, okay, the reason why, okay, here's what we're going on. We started out with three cars this morning. And we were looking at the big 3. We got the Camaro, the Mustang, and the Challenger, the big 3. And then it occurred to me, since that has a 4-cylinder turbo under the hood, there's a whole lot of 4-cylinder turbos on the lot right now that would like to have a chance at it. So you got a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, a 3.6-liter V6, or a couple different V8 options. You can do a supercharged V8 or a regular V8. That is the lowly little baby 4-cylinder turbo. That's what we're doing here. Hang on, we're going to look at every single one of these. If you're just now tuning in, welcome. Welcome, welcome. This is Hobleywood. That is Ford of Murfreesboro back there in the background once again. Thank you, Ford of Murfreesboro, for letting us play with your cars. I think you pushed down on it. Yeah. Look at all the room in there. Have you seen one of these? Have you ever driven one of these? I'm looking forward to driving it. Anyway, Casey, you're looking forward to driving a 4-cylinder? I'm looking forward to drive everything. Anyway, 2 liters worth of 4-cylinder turbo. I think it's about 275 horsepower because I think the EcoBoost is 300, and I always thought the EcoBoost had more. Somebody, if you know better numbers than I do and I have said it wrong, please correct us because we want to be correct. We got to be politically and numberly correct. Numberly, that's his new word. Anyway, 4-cylinder turbo right there, right here. Now, this is a little bit of a different breed right here. Actually, now that we brought front-wheel drive into the mix, this makes total sense. It's the only all-wheel drive here. This is not an STI, but, oh, real quick. I promise you that Ford of Murfreesboro does not send their vehicles to the lot looking like this. This is a fresh trade-in. It has not been detailed yet. There are a couple of cars here. I just want you to know I'm not... Anyway, all right. So... Subaru, what's that? Is it 275? Is that what it is? 315 on the new one? Dang. Hang on, I speak freedom. Hang on, bro. I'm getting there. Hang on, we getting there too. I got 2 V8s right there. All right. This is a 2.4 liter. Yep, 2.4 liter flat. Okay, real quick. I know some of this is very generic. My channel is very generic. Okay, this is an inline engine. Okay, whether it's a 4, a 6, inline 8, whatever, you can inline 27 cylinders in a row. When they're in an inline, they going straight up and down. They pumping just like that. Over here with this guy, show them. Can you give him a little bit of love right there?
Normally your head's here, or your head is like here. Your head's right here on the side.
Okay.
Subaru got this Horse. Horse is the one who started the whole flat 6, flat 4, but that's otherwise known as the boxer engine.
I was waiting.
What gives it that sound?
Boxer engine. So picture 2 pistons side by side, and they're punching like this. They're just coming at you. There's 2 on this side going this way, and there's 2 on that side. Flat. Now, those have V's. Let's go ahead and pop the hood on this. Let's go ahead and look at a Hemi. Why not? You want to show them the dark pony. Anyway, I'll show you the difference since we're talking about this. I know this is kind of boring, but hang on. We're just having some fun. We're just running our mouth about some cars. Now, if it was a V, now it can be a 60-degree V, a 90-degree V, a 9,000-degree V. It doesn't matter. When the pistons are in a V form, God, this hood weighs 9,000 pounds. When they are in a V, see, it's already done it for you. So now the pistons are going to go like this. See what I mean? It's just simple physics. Anyway, back to the show. I know that was very boring. We're just talking. Anyway, all right, let's keep on going. V8 all day. They got a, yes, 305, there is a 4-cylinder. But to be honest with you, they don't make none of this no more, just like they don't make that no more. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. So we've talked about the Boxer, we've talked about the V. Over here is a Honda Accord. This has a 10-speed automatic. What we're trying to do here is, y'all are commenting, and I love it. I love the V8s. Once we start it, there's a difference in sound. Once we start the EcoBoost compared to the Challenger, you think they'll notice a difference? A slight difference. Anyway, all right, so you've got a front-wheel drive right here, or this car does come in all-wheel drive, correct? Oh, just front-wheel drive, really? Okay, so the Honda Accord is only in front-wheel drive. This is the last generation. This is not the new generation.
2018 to 2023, you have a 1.5 turbo. Some of them got the 2-liter Type R turbo 4-cylinder. And they have a 10-speed, a CVT, and a 6-speed manual.
Does the new one have a 6-speed manual? Oh, so if you want a 6-speed manual Accord, it stops right there. Thank you for that. We just learned something. It's all about learning. Performance CVT. Dusk has a very extensive background of Nissans. He used to be a Nissan tech back in the day. So anyway, he talks to me about CVTs. Can we look inside your car just so we can have a little look-see at the interior? We don't want to start it or anything. We'd just like to have a little peep. The cool thing about okay, listen, the one thing about it, we've got 2 4-doors here and everything else is 2-door. Well, I guess the Challenger kind of counts as a 4-door because of how big that boat is. But anyway, everybody goes to 4-doors now because you might have kids. Anyway, speaking of kids. Anyway, all right, let's move on to the next one. I just wanted to show you the interior of a Honda Accord this generation. All right, I'm looking up the sky. How beautiful. Out in the world, what's happening? All right, up next, EcoBoost. Oh, the lowly EcoBoost. What if I told you that this car outsold the V8 last year in S650 sales? And what if I told you that the Mach-E was the #1 Ford selling Mustang? Yes, I said that out loud. The Mach-E, look it up. Don't listen to me. Do your own research. I might be lying to you. I might be telling you the truth. That's the scary part. The Mach-E. Casey, that's not a Mustang. I don't know. I wasn't at the board meeting. Anyway, EcoBoost. #2 sales it was before the Mach-E, the #1 sales winner. Back a couple years ago, they dropped the V6, the Cyclone V6. I actually owned a 3.7 V6. I loved the V6 engine myself. The EcoBoost, real quick, just hang on just one second. I'm gonna flip the phone around. I'm old. I'm 44 years old. My balls are saggy. I have gray pubic hair. I have gray chest hair and gray goatee hair. So I know what it's about to drive a Fox body in a 4-cylinder Mustang. If you've never driven one of those, you don't know what slow is. The EcoBoost Mustang might as well be a rocket compared to something like that. Anyway, I'm just showing some love for the EcoBoost because it gets trashed and hated on all the time. Anyway, the EcoBoost. This one, hey, that's got a strut tower brace. Do all the convertibles come that way, I wonder? Because this is a base model convertible. Did you hear my voice get really high? I'm 12 years old. We have a strut. Ooh, this is for handling, so that way when we're coming around the Nürburgring and we're looking at that 5-minute lap. Yeah, EcoBoost, but a 5-minute lap. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, one thing I do want to mention about the EcoBoost that does break my heart. You can't get a manual transmission in the EcoBoost anymore. They dropped that. But it's worse than that. There's no paddles on the steering wheel anymore. Look. And if you'll look right here, Casey, it's got manual mode. You just put it down into manual. It does? Where do you see manual mode? What I am trying to tell you is, if you want to shift your EcoBoost Mustang, you can still do it with paddles. You have to get a performance pack. I was brokenhearted when I found this out. We must not, at Ford, they remove things that aren't selling, hence the fact the EcoBoost manual is gone, which was a great car. That manual EcoBoost, if that had any other name but a Mustang, it would have been anyway, because Ford's got to have a V8. Anyway, No shifting going on in the EcoBoost anymore. I'll give you a little quick look-see right here. This is a brand new EcoBoost convertible, more of a base model. You've got split screens right here, the 2 screens, but I'll give you a little hint. There's just a little filler right there, and it fills it in to make it look like 1 screen. 10-speed automatic transmission is the only transmission you're gonna get in this. Like I said before, this is a base model. I'll roll up the window right here so you can have a quick look-see at the window. S1000s are trash. I don't know what that means. How do you know what it got traded for? What did that car get traded on? Chris knows more about this. So someone traded this in on a Ford Maverick. Do you want me to tell you why? First of all, because the Ford Maverick is freaking awesome. Sorry, I let my slip show on that one. I like the Ford Maverick. Anyway, wait, hang on. Before we get to there, hold on. This, if you're wanting to know what a brand new EcoBoost Mustang convertible would look like, vapor blue metallic. Too bad the sun is not out. We could see all kinds of glistening little metallic flakes, but it's windy and nasty outside. She's 42 grand worth of it. 18-inch shoes, 315 rear slip axle out back. That means it'll make big, fat, black marks. Anyway, and yes, the EcoBoost will set it aflame. That is the end of the EcoBoost part of this. Now I want to get back to this. Are you kidding me? A Ford Maverick. Casey, why would someone do that? Well, once upon a time, S197 Mustangs and Ford Mustangs in general, they were called crowd killers. And everywhere there were YouTube videos all over the world about don't get in a crowd, don't get too close to a Mustang. It could be your last car you ever see. Well, then Ford fixed the suspension on that pig, and now we don't see that anymore. Now it's this. Oh, welcome to streetcar takeovers. Dumbasses all over the fucking globe. You can steal it in less than 3 seconds. All you need, it takes longer to put the window down than it takes to put it into manual or into neutral. But anyway, pay no attention to that. So if you're looking for a Dodge Challenger, not only do you need to worry about the payment, you must contact your insurance company before signing the paper, because there's no telling what you're gonna have to pay for insurance. Casey, that car's slow as shit. That Mustang will whoop its ass. I know. I'm just telling you the truth. Anybody own one of these? Tell them what you're paying. I once ran into a guy that pays $1,000 a month for Hellcat insurance. I don't know what his driving record is, but anyway. All right. Will you start this for us? We would love you forever, and because it's a manual. This one is a manual, so yes, this one is safe. Brett, have you heard this yet? You're in for a treat. It's very loud. It's beautiful. This is just an RT, no scats, no kitties. The lowly little 5.7. Oh God. That's a Mopar. Don't you get scared over there. Just sit right there. Don't be, hold up. Just wait a second. Just calm down. What are you doing, girl? They call it a boat. I don't get Woo! That's a Mopar. Oh, baby. Hey, Ford, can I tell you something? This is called a sunroof. See, they put a hole in the roof, and when you put a hole in the roof, it lets sun and air in there. Casey, the Mustang roof's not designed for that. Well, design a roof for it. You like this, don't you? Come on, you like it. Don't lie. He hates these cars. I bought one of these. Chris makes fun of my car all the time.
I do not.
That's okay. I can handle it. My car is a boat. I'm a boat. Anyway, this is a Challenger RT. This does have a, I think, does this have Brembos? I wanted to see.
So, this man not doing that. I'm trying to figure out what this was.
Somebody traded that in on a Ford Maverick. Well, that makes sense. 4-cylinder for 4-cylinder. They wanted some room. That was traded on them. Ooh, they wanted. Anyway, okay. Dodge Challenger. Okay, here's what we got. You got a 6-speed manual in there. Challengers. V6, Pentastar, 3.6 liter. Some people hate that engine. I'll let you make your own decision on that. Anyway, this has the 5.7. You can do a 6.2 liter supercharged, or you can do a 6.4 liter. What now?
I know what it's traded in on.
What?
You'll never guess.
What this was traded in on? Since you're saying I'll never guess, I'm going to go completely crazy. Ford Escape. Bronco Sport.
Yep.
Oh, I knew it when you said it like that. So, Bronco Sport. You know what happened? I know what happened. You know what happened too. Oh, insurance? He picked up the girl and went on a date in the Challenger. 9 months, a couple months later, she called and said, hey, guess what? That Challenger's not going to be enough room. That's exactly what happened. Had to get the family car. See, once again, the Challenger did its job. Get the baby making blanket out here. Ha! One thing I do want to show real quick. If you can only afford a V6, that's totally cool. I'm not one of those people that makes fun of everything, because if we didn't have the V6 Challenger, we would have never had the fun ones. Anyway, if you have friends, see, I'm an old man and have a family, so I don't have any friends. I'm very unpopular. But if you are popular, you could bring friends in here. See, I have plenty of room. I'm 6'1", about 280 pounds. I'm not bragging. Why the hell would I? I'm just saying you have room in here. You could even bring a friend. And then you could have another friend up here, and then there could be another friend up here. See what I mean? 3 friends and you. A total of 4 friends. Oh, how fun.
I don't think you can close the door.
Yes, I can. I'm all sprawled. Close that door.
Now you could. You knew right here. You probably
I know. No, I was all sprawled out. All jokes aside, though, you can get in here. I'd have to be sprawled out now. But one thing, it does have vents on the back of the console. Way to go, Stellantis. Okay, I'm ready to get out of here. I'm getting a little weird. All right. Next. And that is the end of the Dodge Charger, or Challenger portion of our live. Next. Okay, here we go. 3 free, I know, Trevin, the brain loads words and they just come out. We're gonna come back here because you're about to give it, it's almost out of gas. Like it could run out of gas at any given second. It's still in transport mode. This needs to go in to get, okay. Hello, darling. Okay. I know what you're asking yourself. I know what you're saying right now. You're saying, I know what you're saying to yourself right now. You're saying, what?
I'm gonna throw some gas in.
Okay, I'll close the hood. He's gonna put some gas in. He'll bring it back. I know what you're saying to yourself right now. Casey, the Dark Horse is just a GT with a tune on it. Well, you know what? Once upon a time, I thought that exact same thing. I really did. I used to make all kinds of fun of that car. I really did. Just a money grab. Not as big a money grab as the new Shelby GT350. Excuse me, sorry, I had something in my throat. Anyway. That GT, or the, what the hell were we talking about? Come on, Casey, come back to us, baby. Get past that Shelby, that nasty, not the voodoo. What were we talking about? Dark Horse. It's not. It has several GT500 parts, camshafts, rods, big girthy rods. I'm talking thick girth rods. Putting out 500 horsepower. Anyway, it's not just a GT with a tune. It's more to it than that. Anyway. Since he took the Dark Horse, we're going to have to move back to the Camaro. Is everybody having fun? If this is your first adventure into Hollywood, welcome. We just have fun and talk about cars. I will agree with you. I saw somebody, what's my man right here? Hang on, S8, ST8. I totally agree. I like V8s. I own a V8 personally myself, but these cars are really quick. Like my Challenger, I own a Challenger Automatics, bone stock 23. Automatic 8-speed. I raced an EcoBoost. Now it was an automatic 10-speed EcoBoost, but my car is 0-1. I lost to a 4-cylinder EcoBoost. Not many folk would appreciate, or not many folk would stand up and say and admit to that, but yes, I lost to a 4-cylinder. But anyway, a lot of tire spin. All I'm saying is there's a place for all of these cars. There's a lot of tuning. That sucker over there, y'all know, y'all have heard that Subie rumble before. We should start that. We haven't even really played with that car. Anyway, I'm just saying, we're all part of a car community. Don't make fun of other people's. If we could all afford everything, we'd all be in Ferraris, right? Come on, you know it's true. You know it. Oh, look at that nose. I'm I'm gonna tell you, I got one little problem with that car. I don't like the plastic nose. Casey, that's for aerodynamics. It's to funnel air into that massive twin snorkel intake. I don't give a shit what it is. It's ugly. Why couldn't they have painted it? I mean, could we not have done, Casey, that's what it's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be plasticky. Well, they succeeded. That's my only complaint. Anyway, we got some fuel in there. Casey, how much is that dark pony? Well, let's check that out. Sorry about the wind, y'all. I really am. Spartacus, what's up, dude? I like that handle. Not manly enough. I'm sorry about the wind. I will get us a microphone, I swear to God. Okay, brand new. If you wanted to buy one of these, look at them Recaros. We're going to get in there and play with that. Okay, 2025 Dark Horse. We're looking at 60, or my dyslexia, 76,255. Blue Ember Metallic Black and Blue Recaros, Dinamica Performance Vinyl? What does that performance vinyl? What does DMCA mean? What would you think it would mean? Denim. A could be Alcantara. C could be cloth. M for Mustang. I've got it. Here we go. Dark Horse, neutral, Mustang, cloth, Alcantara.
Sure, we'll run with it.
There you go. That came straight from the Hobley. You learned something right there from Hobley Motorsports. Carry that with you. Anyway, all right, here's what we got. We got $49.99. Let's call it $5. Premier trim group with accents. Blue Ember Metallic, you're going to pay $300 for that. 19 by 9.5 shoes up front, 19 by 10s out back. 255s up front, 275s out back. They 19-inch wheels, by the way. Tech pack, no charge for that. Dark Horse appearance package, 25 hun. We got black painted roof, notorious blue calipers, notorious. Makes me think of Conor McGregor. We got Conor McGregor brake calipers right down there. Notorious. They probably got a little blow. Never mind. Sorry, I won't talk about that. Probably got a little residue somewhere. Hood stripe, no charge. Gloss black with tarnished accents. We've got premier floor liners. Captain mats. What does that mean, Casey? It means carpeted floor mats for $200. Recaro racing seats. If you are plump and juicy like I am, they might be a little tight in the bolstering. The thinner you are, like this guy right here, the better off you'll be. You know what I mean? Anyway, we've got a 10-speed automatic. We got no charge for that. 355 torsion rear axle. She'll leave the nicest set of 11s you've ever seen, just for days. The only Mustang to get gas guzzler tax, you're looking at it. Why do they charge that? Because they know you're about to get shitty gas mileage and race this thing. Anyway, 76,014 and 22. There we go. $76,000. Okay, one thing I would like to talk about. I do like the Dark Horse. Y'all have heard me talk about it. It is cool. A couple different things that you might not know. There are two different sets of the Dark Horse stripes. This right here, these are just stickers. Okay, there's also a painted version of the stripes, and those are the ones to get. They come all the way up. They come up on the roof, and they'll come down the deck lid and even end up on the spoiler, I believe. This has the black painted roof. One of my favorite things, the S650, it needs a spoiler. Most Mustangs need a spoiler. This car right here has to have a spoiler. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is just my opinion, so feel free to chime in at any given time. See what I mean? No spoiler. It's just the deck lid all by itself right there. See how plain Jane it might be? So anyway, once again, it is, hi baby, you woke everybody up. Anyway, so we got the old big spoiler. It's not going to be as cool as the Shelby GT500 because it's got that double hump thing. But anyway, one other thing that I'd like to tell you something else about Mustangs. If you're driving by your local Ford dealership in Wisconsin, California, Maine, Texas, I don't know where the hell you live. I don't care. What I'm trying to tell you is if you drive by your local Ford dealership and you see a Mustang and you think, I wonder if it's got active exhaust. I wonder if it's got exhaust modes. If it has 2 on each side, 2 there and 2 there, they call them quads, quad tips. If it's got 4 exhaust pipes, that means you can play with it. If it's only got 1 on this side and 1 on this side for a total of 2, come on, go with me now. You can do it. 1 + 1 is 2. If it's just got 2 exhaust tips, it's only 1 mode. So if you work third shift, your neighbor's gonna hate you. I heard that, Ryan, especially in that. Real quick, I would like to say before we end the show, and I would, because my phone is almost gone. We're just about out of battery. Somebody brought up a great comment. You need to check insurance. Please check your insurance. When you're up there and you're looking at the payment, insurance is insane now. It's not just where you could figure, like when I was a younger lad back in the 20th. long time ago, you could just figure like $75 or $100. Now, how much you pay a month on that cord?
170.
170. I pay $311 a month for an RT Challenger, and I'm 44. And I'm on an insurance policy with my father at 74. You know what I'm saying? Insurance, it's a big deal. So anyway, also one other thing. Did you know that in the state of Vermont, you like this, don't you? You like it when I come off with this crazy shit that I'm about to drop. Did you know that in the state of Vermont, 11.4% of all registered vehicles are Subarus? Did you know that? Did you also know that up there in other northeastern states, 7% in another state, Massachusetts? Anyway, the northeastern United States, because it's all-wheel drive. Some people don't want a big SUV. That's an Explorer, so that's not even as big as some. Some people don't want any other time there'd be 75 Expeditions around. Anyway, maybe they don't want that big van. What I'm trying to say is some people don't want all that size, but they need the capability. One other thing I would like to say, because we haven't talked a lot about Subarus, if you go purchase a Subaru or you're looking at a used Subaru, Subarus are fantastic. That engine design, lower weight distribution, head gaskets. Subarus eat head gaskets like potato chips. Please get it checked before you sign the dotted line on a high mileage one. On any of them, especially a high mileage one. Subies they just eat head gaskets. Anyway, Lord Calzone in the house. Jose, what you doing, bro? I love that. That's freaking great. Is there anything you would like to add to any of this, sir, before my phone completely goes out? We would like to thank you for your car. Also, I would like to take a second. Fort of Murfreesboro. That is where Hobleywood is today. This is Fort of Murfreesboro in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Oh, it's about 20 miles south of Nashville. Anyway, thank you for letting us play with your cars. Without having your cars here, we wouldn't have anything to play with. We could still play with Chris's Accord, but we like having all the eye candy in the background. So thank you very much, Fort of Murfreesboro. All right. If you like the show, give me a follow. That would be a lot of fun. Welcome to Hobleywood. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and have a really good weekend. Bye. I'm